Now, weather-wise, delivery companies are going to have a little bit of trouble with a system that's going to move through today and then hit the East Coast by Wednesday and Thursday. It's really not going to affect our deliveries here in the 4 states. We'll be just fine, even with the snow that we will pick up a little bit later today. And speaking of the snow, starting to develop a pretty good line there from Oklahoma City through Wichita, stretching up to Nebraska. It's slow moving, so it's going to take a while before it even gets to our far western counties. No early morning travel concerns by any means, but it is kind of outstretched too as you push back toward the west and starting to pick up some storm reports. That's about 1.5 inches right there that they've already had on I-70, and that report was from pretty early this morning. Now, talk about delivery concerns. Oklahoma City might find itself in a little bit of a mess because they're in the midst of a winter storm warning. That's a warning you see indicated in white. Now, it's a winter weather advisory in purple, and it gives you a good indication as the storm kind of tapers off as it makes its way toward us, as we don't have any warnings, watches, advisories even popping up for our highlighted counties. Freeman Health System Sky Camera in Joplin, 27 degrees. It is a cold one. 27 in Pittsburgh as well, 28 in Miami, and 26 in Nevada. Now you factor in that little breeze that we got. That's not a huge difference in the wind chill and the temperature, but we still do see the teens out there in Yates Center and Iola, and Mount Vernon dropping down to 19 degrees as well. So here's what we're looking at as far as related to those delivery concerns. Like I said, pretty good band right now. The trough of the jet stream, big low pressure system, wants to break up as it approaches us and heads towards the Mississippi. But then this thing's going to reform by the time it hits the Ohio River Valley, and they're going to have quite a mess stretching all the way from the northeastern portion up to New England here for both Wednesday into Thursday. Us, like I said, not too bad. Let's put future track into motion, and we can tell how it tapers off right there. We will see pockets, though, when it starts later this evening and lasts throughout the night. It's about 1/2 inch of accumulation. That's certainly not too bad, though, because down here where you saw that warning, they're looking at anywhere from 3 to 5 inches. So let's consider ourselves lucky. It is actually going to stay on the ground, unlike what we saw over the weekend, and that's because our overnight lows staying below freezing here for the next couple of days. But then we're looking at a really nice rebound over the weekend and headed into next week as we get to ride a string of 50s. We'll be back. Wrap up this edition of the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14 right after this.